Hey everyone, Christy here. Now, I've made quite a few dumb decisions on my running journey so far, and this series is really about bringing them to the surface and helping me grow as a runner. Now, last time I shared, I quit running. Yep, I quit for about 6 months, give or take. When I returned to the States, though, I had a plan. I really needed to keep that weight that I had lost. Now, things have changed, right? Because now I don't have my running partner. I have a brand new schedule. I have a new location that I can't just run whenever I want, right? Any given hour. I really needed to figure out how I was going to fit this plan into my life now. I had the right gear and I had this new energy for returning to running. So let's get into how I almost died. Now remember how I just said, like, I had the right gear. I didn't because like a genius, I had sold my watch. I sold it because I got a new phone and that phone had a running app. And I thought, okay, like a dummy, I thought, oh, I'm just going to put everything in one. And I want you to remember that because I'm going to share in another, I have lots to share, lots of dumb decisions to share, but that one's going to bite me much harder later. Because my schedule is so strict with like the commuting and everything like that and just everything, I was only running short runs during the week, like early in the morning, and then long runs on the weekend. I was really just trying to equal it to about 20 miles per week. On this particular Saturday, I was enjoying a long run, around the suburbs. So not a lot of traffic because it was early and lots of sidewalks. Now I planned to do about 8 to 10 miles and I knew that I would eat breakfast when I returned. I did, however, plan to stop like midway for a sip of water at the local Walmart. Now, did I have snacks? No. Before I could arrive, I felt my heart like start to pound. Like I thought it was just going to come straight out of my chest. I felt really dizzy, and so I stopped and I checked my heart rate. I'm going to tell you that this thing said 200 plus. I don't even know I don't know. I have a screenshot of it. I don't know on what file of what that I sent that to, but because this obviously was so many years ago, but yeah, 200 plus, definitely. And so I used my phone actually, because I told you I do not have a watch. So how would I know my heart rate, right? Well, on my phone, you put your finger to the camera and it does what it does. Yeah, that's what it told me, 200 plus. Now, mind you, I know you're thinking like, well, that doesn't seem accurate. That seems weird, right? No, but it, like magic, it did it. I mean, it's pretty, for me, from a normal, even just my standing heart rate, my standing, is it whatever, your regular heart rate, right? It's pretty accurate. Now, seeing that number, how high it was, and how far I realized I think I probably need to call my husband just to kind of like let him know what's going on because I might drop any second. Just know that it was in the 80s as well, so that didn't help either. So I'm hot, I'm dizzy, my heart rate is going through the roof. Called my husband, and he told me, because he doesn't make dumb decisions like me, he says, why don't you stop? I'll come and pick you up. And so do you know what I did? I didn't do that. I bought an organic juice and I chugged it. And then I checked to see if my heart rate had like gone down. And it did. It went down a little bit. And so I continued running. I ran for about a half mile and then I realized, oh my goodness, what am I doing? Let me back it up a little bit. With social media comes countless trends, and I am definitely for a good trend. And if that trend happens to come with losing weight, I'm all in. So me and my husband, we actually had decided to try juicing. We challenged ourselves to a whole week. Not only had I not eaten breakfast, okay, I hadn't actually eaten solid food in 5 days. I had been juicing every single meal snack. So why did I think it would be okay to run 8 to 10 miles without the proper sustenance? Is beyond me. It is totally beyond me. Once I remembered that I was actually juicing, I was fasting, I stopped. I stopped immediately. I took a deep breath and I walked. I walked until my husband picked me up. Now, while that juice cleanse, it did wonders on my weight. It did. That number, that particular number, it did amazing. The rest of my body, it did not. I lost so much muscle mass. Yeah, that wasn't the trend for me. So my takeaway was no long runs while juicing. And as I look back now, I know for me, juicing and running just doesn't go together. Okay, it's not something that I should be doing. And two, I need to monitor my heart rate while I'm running, not just like when I feel like I'm gonna die, but while I'm actually running. And three, I really just need sustenance before and during my runs. While at that point, I was still like a rookie runner. I unfortunately was still creating bad habits that I still can't shake to this day. So saying these things aloud, again, this is what I hope is going to change things. So follow me as I continue to reflect and perhaps finally get my act together.